Hello everyone, so if you don't know, I'm an artist. I make handmade plant pots. I do a lot of shipping, and I wanted to bring something up to you guys' attention that it's probably been, brought up before, but I think it's really important as far as environmental stuff and shipping. So, obviously, as a young entrepreneur and just a young person in general, I value the environment a lot, and I want to make sure that we're doing our best, to try to keep everything in check as much as we can, and a big part of that is shipping materials. So I want to show you guys some of the alternatives that I use, eco-friendly alternatives, as a business owner. So when shipping my pots, what I do is I wrap them in this paper, which is basically a eco-friendly version of bubble wrap. And bubble wrap is made of plastic, but this is a plastic-free alternative. I try my best not to use plastic-free packaging. Right now I do use plastic poly mailers. I am going to make a switch from those, but I just use those because I had them before, but I'm not going to be buying more of those. And I also use a bunch of other stuff. So one of the other things I use is this. So if you don't know what this is, it is paper tape. It's water activated tape. It's an alternative for plastic tape. It works really well. I actually like it because it's super strong, so you only need a few strands. I don't really know what the word for that. I don't think it's strands, but you only need a few strips. You only need a few strips of tape. You don't need to use a ton of it, and it works really well. It looks really professional. I really like that. So yeah, I do have quite a bit of it around my room. I also use, for packaging fill, basically I just used up a bunch of crumpled up paper. I get it in rolls like this. I just crumple it up to use it as extra shipping protection besides that other paper that I showed you guys. Another example, these I actually just got recently. These are these little biodegradable cups. I haven't used these yet for any products, but these are going to be a good alternative for shipping, like some smaller stuff. Obviously, I'm not going to ship the product directly in here, but if I want to do some, like infill, some packaging inside of another package, then these will be good for that. When I sell my plants, when I sell my cuttings, I use these, which are biodegradable egg cartons. So yeah, over time I've gotten quite a bit of paper stuff, biodegradable stuff, just eco-friendly packaging stuff that I think is really important. I have a ton of boxes all over, which I use for shipping. And for my art prints and stuff, I use glassine bags. And for some other smaller stuff, I do have these little cardboard little thingies. So yeah, I have a ton of shipping stuff. So yeah,